And there it is. So I'm going to be talking really about some of the really cutting edge trends that I'm seeing coming out of, particularly from San Francisco and in Europe. Virtual reality, augmented reality in payments. And also, I think one of the most exciting things is something called open banking, sweeping across Europe. This is going to standardize and it's going to enable all sorts of functionalities that was not available before. I want to talk a little bit about creating a wonderful experience, creating convenience, and at the end of the day, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to pass on some advice and strategies of my life of 30 years being into banking and finance. If I can have the next slide. I love the way you just talk, see the voices. Why click? Just voice. Okay, so the rise of the internet, mobile has changed banking forever. Next slide. And I think if you think today the rate of innovation and change is going at such a rate, you've seen nothing. I think in the next 10 years, you will see this, or 20 years, today is one of the slowest rates of innovation that has taken place. But yet today is the fastest rate of innovation that we've seen for the last, God knows how many years, put together. The rate of acceleration, the rate of innovation is exploding. And moving on to the next slide. And I think partly it's thanks to open banking. Now, open banking doesn't seem to be a big issue right now. People aren't getting crazy about it in the Middle East as they are in Europe. I spoke recently at the Open Banking Conference in Amsterdam as a keynote speaker, and boy oh boy, it really is sweeping Europe. But before then, here are some predictions. I'm going to predict that by 2025, cash will die, significantly die. I don't care what you say, you can't stop the water. You can't impose, the market will indicate. Already in Sweden, we're beginning to see the vast majority of transactions. Some parts of Europe are actually saying, you have to pay extra if you want to pay with cash. And I think by 2025, and then 5 years after that, physical debit card and credit cards will be done away with. We'll have virtual cards that are over here. But do you know how much it costs to distribute debit cards and credit cards? It's a lot of overheads. I mean, recently, I work also with Santander in Paris. There's something called the Station F. I recently lost my Santander debit card, and I phoned them up and they said, oh, you've lost your debit card? Okay, fine. We're going to put the physical debit card in the post, and you'll receive it in about 3 to 5 days. However, I had my virtual wallet, and on my virtual wallet, I had my Santander virtual debit card. And they said, just switch it off and switch it on. There it is. Your new card has been issued to your mobile phone. Fantastic. Think of the advantages and the cost. That is going to be the future. Future is going to be virtual debit cards and credit cards. Because in itself, at the end, who wants to produce plastic? Who wants the overheads? Everything is moving away from that. So, okay, moving on to the next slide. Just big things that are happening. Very briefly. In Europe, the Payment Service Directive 2. Oh my God. Best thing since sliced bread. I look at, in this region, in Asia, in the Middle East, traditionally, each bank used to have their own proprietary APIs, proprietary standards. So if you want a fintech, if you want to take control or connect up to a bank, you've got to talk to that bank. But with Payment Service Directive, what it does is standardizes European banks to use the same API. So once you go to the Financial Service Authority, you get permission as a fintech or as a bank. I can now, in theory, access all the bank's API in a standard control way, which is brilliant. What's that going to do? Improve competitiveness, improve convenience, and reduce costs for consumer. Vast majority of fintechs providing payments today are basically, I think, accessing some proprietary, some niche they've discovered. Soon those niches will be standardized. That's why I think the big players, like the Googles of this world, the Amazons of this world, will going to come in, use the Payment Service Directive to create standard payment gateways. And you will see, I predict, something like 80–90% of fintechs today will not be here in about 5 to 10 years' time. There'll be some of them will be doing really well. They're the ones who will have strategical lives. Moving forward, so this is basically the dawn of the open banking, standardizing APIs. No longer do you need to talk to the bank, you talk to a universal standard that gives you access to all banks. Moving forward, reducing costs. Just for an example, I was originally one of the original investors in Amazon. What this means, for example, for people like Amazon, is that today, Amazon, when you go in and purchase an item on Amazon, you've got to go to an acquiring website. The acquiring website will say, what's your Visa card? What's your MasterCard? Visa, MasterCard will have a clearing issue bank. Each one of these are like 1%, 0.5%, 0.25%. These are all costs. Why should the customer pay that? With the Payment Service Directive, Amazon can become a payment service, can access directly your bank account, cutting back all the middlemen. You don't need Visa card, you don't need MasterCard, you don't need an acquiring system. What does that mean? Reduce costs, improve convenience. And I think that is going to revolutionize payments. Moving forward, here, just if you can click on that. This is one example that's using the Payment Service Directive that went live on the 18th of January. But if you click on this application, look at that. You click on it? Cool. I don't know if the sound comes up. So this is one of the new generations that are conforming to the Payment Service Directive. What you... Okay, just you can stop it now actually if you click on it. We're moving on. Basically, it brings bank accounts from Santander, Barclays, American Express in a standardized way. So now applications like yours can look at all your payments across all your banks and can tell you, hey, did you know you're getting an overdraft from this bank? That's ridiculous. You're much better off getting an overdraft from the other bank because this gives you a much lower overdraft. Therefore, consolidate your data. Also, in these Barclays Bank or Deutsche Bank or Noor Bank can then access maybe other bank accounts and provide one consolidated platform, getting rid of complexity that we have today in the banking world. Many people have got multiple accounts, they've got no idea what's going on in this account, that account. Payment service, though, open banking is going to change things for the better in the future. If you just click on that video, and this is, look at this, when you press add, soon American banks are going to become joined. Bank of America, Citicorp, Santander. Oh my God. I think this is going to really, really revolutionize convenience. Okay, moving forward. Oh, that's right again. Thank you very much. Goodbye. I don't know why. You jumped right at the end. Go back. Go back. Please. Go back. Right, these are some of the technologies that I think are going to revolutionize payment. Moving forward. Now, what I like about it, this is an Australian company. If you click on that, this is, I mean, talking about convenience. You click on the card, go ahead.
Take your credit or your debit card out of your wallet or your purse, place it under the camera, and you're in action. You'll be able to see what you're spending your money on.
How cool is that?
Check your available balance, the last 5 transactions, how much you've spent on your card in the last 5.
And this is what I get very, very excited when I see Google extending the Street View to go into the shops. Oh my God, that means, look at this, this is Street View. And Google are working on this product called Tango, which is a 3-dimensional visualization. You'll be able to walk into a shop. For example, this could be the Mall of Emirates or Dubai Mall. I could be sitting there at the toilets of Victoria Station in London, and I can then walk and browse through the Mall of Emirates and click on. Okay, that's fine. So these are a way upon which merchants can create the virtual images. Moving forward, one of the leaders is Alibaba. Look at what they've done. Taking that further into payment. Here I am. For example, this could be, I can walk in.
Hi, and welcome to Macy's, the largest department store.
Good old Alibaba. The Chinese are leading the world, I think, with these technologies. Very, very impressed. So the idea here is you can walk around, through, look at the men's section, look at the women's section, okay, and then select an item and purchase it. There we go. Okay, next. That's so much more to tell you. Move forward, that's fine. Okay, Amazon Go. Oh my God, it's so sexy here. This is now being launched in a number of stores in America. This is virtual reality, virtual payment in action. Go ahead.
Welcome to Amazon Go.
I don't know if you've heard about this.
Use the Amazon Go app to enter. Then put away your phone and start shopping. It's really that simple. Take whatever you like. Anything you pick up is automatically added to your virtual cart. If you change your mind about that cupcake, just put it back. Our technology will update your virtual cart automatically.
Excellent. You just take and walk out. That is it. Automatically your account will be immediately, thanks to faster payment system. Excellent. Moving on. Voice is the future. I want to talk about this one. Basically, Amazon are working really, really aggressive with Citibank, a number of other. So basically say, hi, I'm Farshad. How much money do I have in my account? Pay my wife. It knows who your wife is or your husband or whatever, and it will pay you appropriately. Voice is the most convenient. When it comes to payment, very, very briefly, it's actually very, very simple payment. It's all about authentication, accreditation, who you are, and then the back end is just basically book ledger transfer. The question is how to make it convenient, that accreditation and authentication. And voice is one of the most convenient way of doing the authentication. Moving forward, also proximity is going to be really, really big. As soon as you walk in here, it's going to be really, I'm not going to play the video, but the idea is as soon as I walk into my branch, immediately alarm go, Mr. Ali has just walked in here. Mr. Ali is a major customer. A message will come up to my bank manager and say, go and say hello to Mr. Ali. He's a VIP customer. Tell him about the loan, using artificial intelligence, advise him and welcome him, offer him a cup of tea because he likes cup of tea, but he doesn't like coffee. These are some of the technologies I think that we're going to see more and more in terms of identification. Moving forward, AI, oh my God. So I think AI is going to become really, really artificial intelligence, not artificial insemination. Artificial intelligence is going to really replace, I think, bank managers significantly in terms of giving out loans appropriately. And you'll see AI technology coming into banking more and more significantly. Moving forward, few little practical points. What do customers want? Convenience, convenience, convenience. Get out of my life. I don't want to do banking. I just want to get on with my life. So the question is, go ahead, go forward. If we can provide the most convenient and natural form of banking, that I think will be the most successful. And with open banking, then you're going to see more and more competition. It's going to become very, very significant. So you're going to have to provide the best convenient operation you can. Moving forward.